Welcome to another edition of the Caribbean American Forum. In focus today, Guyana's President Donald Ramotar, who heads a minority government with a minority of seats in the parliament, claims the majority parliamentary opposition is a dictatorship as it refuses to acquiesce to government demands for equal membership on parliamentary committees. Ramotar said the opposition is squandering the opportunity to work with his PPP government and that his resort to the courts to gain majority status on the committees is to protect the sanctity of parliamentary democracy. Opposition dictatorship? Unheard of.
The Caribbean American Forum.
A study by the Neighborhood Economic Development Advocacy Project found that foreclosures in New York City dropped 61% from 2010. Yet over 345,000 mortgages became delinquent in 2011. The project said that the decline is not due to homeowners paying their mortgages, but because banks cannot produce original documents required by the courts to initiate foreclosures. Minority communities in Queens and Brooklyn are hardest hit, including large numbers of Caribbean American neighborhoods. 2/3 of foreclosures are in communities of color. Governor Andrew Cuomo's 2012 budget has no funds for foreclosure prevention, legal services, or counseling. Is the state of New York telling homeowners in trouble, you're on your own? We'll discuss this, along with the rights of homeowners facing foreclosure and mitigating the dreadful effects of losing your home, with Attorney-at-Law Terry Hines, Chair of Brooklyn's Community Board 17. Issue 3, the Trayvon Martin case and the NYPD's treatment of young black men in New York City. Trayvon Martin was a 17-year-old high school football player from Sanford, Seminole County, Florida. On the night of February 26th, he was shot dead by George Zimmerman, a 28-year-old man allegedly of white and Hispanic extraction, while walking home in a gated community, returning from the store where he had purchased candies and iced tea and was going home to watch the All-Star game. Zimmerman, armed with a 9mm gun and posing as a neighborhood watchman, saw Trayvon and called 911, claiming among other things that he was black, wearing a hoodie and looked suspicious, so he was following him. During the 911 call, Zimmerman was also heard referring to Trayvon by a racial slur. Police operators warned Zimmerman not to follow the team, but he ignored them, chased and confronted the young man, then murdered him. The shooting sparked national outrage after Sanford Police Chief Bill Lee refused to arrest Zimmerman and attempted to cover up the murder, claiming Zimmerman had shot Trayvon in self-defense under Florida's Stand Your Ground law, which give Floridians the right to use deadly force to protect themselves if they feel threatened. Anger in the community boiled over and outrage spread internationally. Consequently, Police Chief Bill Lee is out temporarily. The Seminole County prosecutor is also out, with Florida's Republican Governor Rick Scott belatedly responding to the controversy and appointing a new prosecutor as well as a task force to review the case and the law. And the U.S. Justice Department and FBI are now investigating the case for possible federal crimes. But with the frequent killings in New York City of people like Yusuf Hawkins, Amadou Diallo, Patrick Dorisman, Sean Bell, and now Jamaican Romali Graham in the Bronx, aren't young black men in New York City facing Sanford, Florida every day? I'll dissect these issues with former prosecutor turned defense counsel and law professor Mark Pollard.
Connecting the diaspora to the peoples of the Caribbean region. The Caribbean American Forum.